What is going on, everyone? My name is Dan. I'm about to be reacting to some more Avenged Sevenfold. Today I got Gunslinger up on deck. This is a lyric video for it. So, this was recommended to me because I had viewed MIA, was talking about some more military-related songs by Avenged Sevenfold, and this was suggested, so I figured I'll check it out, and I want to know the lyrics. So I got the lyric video, but I also don't think there's an official music video. I think the other one was just something from a movie, so I'm going to check this out so I can know what they're actually saying. But let's get into it. Alright, interesting guitar here. Kind of has like a little western twang to it.
Yeah, you've been alone. I've been gone for far too long. But with all that we've been through, after all this time, I'm coming home to you.
So, if this is about the military, it seems to me that it's about a first-person point of view, so far at least, where someone might be overseas, has been going on tour for a long time, and then possibly talking to family or a loved one back at home saying, I'm coming home.
Never let it show the pain I've grown to know. 'Cause with all these things we do, it don't matter when I'm coming home to you. I reach towards the sky, I've said my goodbyes, my heart's always with you now. I won't question why so many have died, my prayers have made it through, yeah. 'Cause with all these things we do, it don't matter when I'm coming home to you.
Alright, hold up. God, I was so invested in the lyrics, I was not ready for the drop. I almost forgot I was listening to Avenged Sevenfold and what was most likely coming. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Alright, I love that. I'm going to replay that. Yeah, that's an interesting thought. So, I don't know if it is that it doesn't matter anymore. It definitely matters and bothers people after they come home, but they definitely suppress their emotions and really shove it down in, and they kind of just try to refocus on living in like whatever life they now are, however difficult that may be or seem. But I don't really have a word to talk on because I've never gone overseas, I've never been deployed, never been in the military, so this is just going off experience from, people I know that have been in the military and conversations I've had with active military members, and when they come back and forth. And obviously, yes, they definitely look forward to coming home and seeing their family, and that is one of the most important things to them. But whatever happens when they get sent out or they have to deal with in the military, that 100% sticks with them. It does not go away. As far as I know, it doesn't fade. They just, learn to suppress it, which is probably a bad thing, but again, like, I'm not a psychologist, I've never been in the military, I don't know how any of that works. It's just, whew. All right, back here. How far back I want to go? I was say here, I don't know. Let's try it.
Through, yeah. 'Cause with all these things we do, it don't matter when I'm coming home to you. Time I'm coming home, I reach towards the sky.
So most of this just kind of seems like someone who really wants to go home and see probably like their wife or loved one or possibly their family, any of those most likely, but just being trapped in a foreign land and, being completely disconnected from any sort of standard life is gotta be super stressful on its own, let alone being in actual combat, which has to be absolutely like mind altering, life altering. I can't, just to put it in perspective, even a tiny, tiny bit of perspective. When I was younger, I used to play paintball in the woods with my friends and family or whatever, which is, I'm not comparing that at all. Do not even suggest that. I'm just saying, even that little dumb game used to like, it was stressful. Just worrying about not getting hit with a paintball. It's like you get your heart racing, you're trying to hide. It's like someone finds you, you're like, oh my God, like you have that like instinct in you. You're like, you gotta let that like fight or flight hits you. I cannot even imagine what happens to you when you're dealing with that, with an actual life or death situation. It has, like, I literally cannot imagine it. Oh. Oh, by the way, I haven't really talked about the music. Beautiful song. Like, it's so, like, gentle, and then they have their heavy moments, and I like the way that they're guiding this message with this, like, I wouldn't say it's angelic, like, sometimes I like to use that term, but it's a little more graceful than they usually do. It's not a lot of, like, heavy, jagged instrumentation going on. Here, 1 second. I want to go back because I realized I did stop it in the middle of a guitar solo and someone's going to get on my ass about it. So yeah, I'm going to bring it back here. All right. I realized what I did. I apologize. I was thinking about something, All right, so when it says I reach towards the sky, I've said my goodbyes. I'm curious of what that means. Does that mean when they're over there, like they're saying, like in the case that I die, or is this whole thing about him dying and going to like heaven or something, or going to like the afterlife? That just now hit me. I'm not really sure now which one this is about. I mean, it did say something about holding them, but I mean, that could still be metaphorical. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments, whether they're talking about something physical, like someone actually finally getting to go home, or someone who's in a bad position. Like, you could also get a little more creative and say, like, maybe there's someone in a bad position in the military where they feel like they know they're going to die. So they're, like, reaching towards the sky, saying goodbye. Maybe they're praying or, like, looking forward to seeing someone they've lost or something else and going to heaven. Or do you think it's about them actually getting to go back home for wherever they were and then getting to see their like living family members, or what I was suggesting previously? I kind of have two different thoughts now that it could be. It's always with you now. I won't question why so many have died. My prayers have made it through, yeah. 'Cause with all these things we do, it don't matter when I'm coming home. And with all that we've been through, after all this time, I'm coming home to you. right. That was Avenged Sevenfold Gunslinger. That's a banging song right there. I'll tell you what. That was a beautiful song. It had its heavy drop in it, made it a nice Avenged Sevenfold song, but also pushing an awesome message. You guys are going to have to let me know what kind of narrative you think this was. Was it more of a metaphorical one about him possibly dying and going to the afterlife, or was it him about physically surviving and, you know, looking past all the things that he had to do in order to get home? Or was it, I don't know. I mean, it's music. You can interpret it how you want. What do you think, you guys think of it? Let me know if the band specifically said what they wrote this about, because that's always interesting to me. I like knowing what the band wrote it about. I mean, obviously there's certain songs I like putting into my own perspective, but it's more interesting to me to know what they were specifically thinking of when they were writing, because obviously they had a certain message and a certain story and a certain image in their head while they were putting this down on paper, and I like to appreciate it as such usually. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. If you like my other videos, feel free to subscribe. If you haven't seen any of my other videos before, I've done plenty of other Avenged Sevenfold that you should probably go check out. Bunch of live concerts, especially at LBC. Tends to be everyone's favorite. I might have another one or two of those coming up in the future, maybe. But I have a few suggestions, but we will see. Put them down in the comments of your suggestions, and that's probably what I will get to next. So thank you for hanging out with me and watching some Avenged Sevenfold. Checking out this awesome song. It was so smooth, so smooth. A lot more smoother than some of their songs. A lot of their other songs are a lot like grungier, like more jagged and aggressive. This one was nice. But I like it all. I like all of it. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys around.